Welcome back to Pyre. Let's commence this right and beat up that rich kid motherfucking tree bitch. It's way too early for me to say that. Fuck it. Everything is prepared, and night is just beginning to take hold above the monolithic stonework of Nest of Tristia when Volfred gets your attention. Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with manly Tinderstuff. He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but unfortunately I've known many others like him. We are a discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when last we saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances or anything, but he knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan, should he know of my involvement. And so... Volfred dons his ritual mask. I shall have to be discreet here, as I am with the Nightwings once again. I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps, though, he shall take me for a common sap. Anyhow, it seems to me we have a right to conduct. That's right, motherfuckers. Volfred's in the house now. I got my own tree. Oh, boy. This is starting now, too? Oh, shit. Something else catches your notice in the sky. This time, strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. The greater Titans have returned. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form. But those dark stars are a portentous sign. They may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Henceforth you may invite the influence of the Titan stars.
Behold the Titan stars.
And Driga, the widow. At the start of the rite, your Pyre shall automatically suffer 30 damage. So you start at 70. But call upon the Titan star to rank up faster, which is necessary. Limbless Arzek. Your adversary shall have +8 hope, making them return sooner from banishment, but I gain experience faster. Your adversary shall become more cunning and much quicker to react. Nope. So I'm thinking that one. Yeah, it's been a little too close for me to do that one. So let's bring the Limbless in and see what we can do with that. So that's a new thing. Now we can be like, hey, evil creatures, I want to have them be harder to fight. I've absolutely tried to do it right with all of them. There's just like 8.
Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves.
Okay.
Dare you to stand against them in their fury?
Yes.
Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their fire first, and show them the glory of the Nightwings.
Okay, so the tree comes back faster.
Make ready for the rite.
So I need to be fast. I need speed on this one. My, what have we here? Why, the Nightwings come to grace us with their presence once again. Are you perhaps intent upon humiliating us even more after last time? You sense Volfred reaching out to you. Reader, let us indulge him for the time. Perhaps he shall reveal something he can use to provide a disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep on talking. I shall attempt to remain hidden. And my, the colors of those raiments. I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light. I have to say, though, I mean no offense of this, of course. So, do you suppose this rite is going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. If you must know why, I'm expecting an important message from the other side, no less. Come on. I hear something is brewing out there, some sort of unrest. So yes, it's a very important message, sent all this way by one of those imp couriers, and I must say, those little things, their services are certainly not cheap. Though I'm sure that I could get you a good deal on their services if you wish, perhaps to contact a loved one back home. All I ask, of course, is you stand aside and let the chastity prevail, as well we ought, for I've a date with Destiny not long from now upon the fall of Suleim. He continues talking for some time until at last the right is set to start. Good lord, do I hate him. He's got a worm. Shit. He's got speed. Oh my! Look at this wonderful sum of exiles coming from all different corners. Such a colorful routine you Nightwings have. You know, I heard the most preposterous rumor about you, that you are harboring an especially notorious criminal. One who has designs about the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Volfred. But I could not imagine such outlandish tales could possibly be true. Anywho, I so would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwings. I am H. Manly Tinderstuff, and truly it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manly has intruded on your privacy as you set to choosing your triumvirate. He could not be less welcome. He seemed to be searching for someone in your ranks. He's interested in your triumvirate. Oh, perhaps a broken limb or two might cause Manly to think better. Oh, but doing that would break the rights. Manly seems to respond to behavior similar to his own. You can send him away. He's just Manly that perhaps he ought to check on his own triumvirate in the cream moments of the Pyre, right? Why, yes, of course, of course. I was just taking the opportunity to bid all of your salutations, for I so enjoy getting to meet my fellow exiles face to face like this. Yes, yes. There may be rules against this type of thing, but who's counting, am I right? I'm sure the scribes wouldn't mind if they were here. Anyway, now that you mention it, I ought to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly, and good luck. Manly leaves, at last, leaving you to focus on the rights again.
Now we shall get started.
Volfred hasn't actually joined? I'm pissed. Volfred does join, eventually. He's just hiding for now. What do you got on you? We're preparing to flame the orb, your bearer charges... Ugh, I don't like that. We got your full history now? Gemini suggests he's thirsty for new experiences. Bribery, self-gain. He's been exiled for 20 years. And then we have the Savage Avric. And Sir Trident. Oh god, they restore theirs whenever they respond. That makes sense. It's a good ability to have. Speaking of that, bring you for that. I'm gonna need some presence. Jarred Ariel will be a good thing to have in there. Tizo's also got some strong presence. Will you? But Faye, what's everyone experience looking like? Sir Gilman's gonna need some more experience, and he's got that.
Sir Gilman, it is done.
This knight has much appreciation for foes with silver tongues. They are among his favorite kind to vanquish. Are you quite ready, oh Nightwings? I doubt you are. Because my colleagues of the Chastity and I have a trick or two we think shall take you by surprise. Just watch. Is it the fact that when you douse the flame or not? Will I change? That's right. Bye-bye, Weakened Fury. Yeah, I'll take that health boost. Oh, does it not let me go above? It doesn't let me go above.
No, don't.
Okay, we're just gonna wait. Come on then. Bye-bye, not Gilman.
Down goes
Fuck you. Fucker. Bye-bye, tree. And worm. Oh, Jesus. Fuck you. This is a worm's job.
Plunges into the fire.
All that hope means nothing.
Now go.
Oh no, not a tree. I didn't have the energy to jump. Fuck. That's not gonna do anything. Wow.
The orb.
I see it. Idiot. Fucker. Ah, bitch.
Their aim was true, and thus your
regenerate some health.
power wanes.
Okay. Rude. Come here. Come here.
A bit of a blunder. The flames of freedom.
Well, your regeneration means nothing if I hit you too hard.
There.
Fucker. Really?
Engulfed within the aura.
Well, I'm glad you guys aren't making quick, effective responses, I must say. That's a bounce. Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh.
That's a heavy hit. Get fucked. Oh, very, very charming this display, but quit it now. And let old Manly put an end to all of this before you make a terrible mistake. No. Come here. Come get the ball. Come on. Coward. Come on! Frick. Whoop. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly right on in. But that's alright, because I don't care. And then I regenerate 10. Does that put me at?
The night is nearly ended.
Whoa, that's not what I expected. Sure has. Thank you. And there's the 15 coins. Thank you, Sir Gilman. Beautiful! New alliance. Ah, that's using Jodariel and Pivotal. I'm pretty sure. That's really the only thing that makes sense for them.
The ceremony.
Whew, that went very well. My word, how could this happen to me? You deceitful, ignorant, utterly uncouth pack of fools! Have you any idea what you've done? The Volford watches the outburst in silence. Keep spouting off like that, Manly, and we shall reveal all we need, and you shall reveal all we need to know. You harbor such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from this aristocracy, and now in exile, how they must speak of you. What would they think of you if you don't get out, or even if you do? Zulford remains deep in thought, studying his adversary. There, I see now. Then Volfred recedes into shadows. What? My head! Who? Oh! I believe that must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta! Fine evening to you now. It's been a pleasure, genuinely so. Manly stumbles away in a stupor. And there he goes. I've lifted certain burdens from him for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake, for my people's sake. As well, it shall ensure he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now, let's be off before he catches up with us again.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
Utter nonsense, all of this. We have come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. Fair enough. Alright, so if we max you out, you banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Any adversary banished by Durail takes 30% longer to return. Sounds neat. For 7 seconds after saluting your adversaries, I don't do salutes. When landing from a jump, relieve these stuns. Yeah. Didn't take you, didn't take you, didn't take you. Gilman is not going to level up, but that should give us a nice bonus experience. Oh, please. Oh my god, it's so close! Alright.
Until the next rite.
So, how was that for you, Jody, darling? I suppose the outcome was acceptable. I'll take that as a compliment. And reader, thank you for your guidance as ever. Perfect. I have a headache. Where did that come from? It could go away right now. Whoa. Alright. Back at the wagon, after thwarting the chastity with ease, you're about to join the others discussing the outcome when Vulfred finds you. Good work back there, my girl, though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, for there is something you should see. Please join me outside. Is it that time? Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. The path to freedom reveals itself again. It is time for someone else to get their freedom. Hopefully it's not her. She does not have intentions that I'm down for. The rites are calling you once again to the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan, which is currently at 33. Nice! I suppose it's good for everyone, including the withdrawn, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Alodil ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make a landing near some of the old monuments and the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Yes, lads. Soon everyone is off to rest, as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. Chat time! Ooh, Greater Titans, Limbless, and Chastity. Jordariel! You approach Jordariel, who seems to be busy explaining something to Sir Gilman. And so, fainting left against them proves to be reliable. They all lead with their right wings when they choose to strike. They are quick, but can leave themselves quite vulnerable. Such sage counsel, madam! This knight feels emboldened. Should he ever again be forced to confront the high-wing remnants in single combat? Pray you never shall. Being here, I suppose it is unlikely. She notices you then. Reader, the good knight and I were just comparing survival strategies we picked up on the blood border. Reminiscing on old times, it could be called. Indeed! The good Jordariel has volunteered to become the knight's master-at-arms, should we ever achieve our liberty together. And this knight humbly accepted? What? I said no such thing. I owe you nothing, worm. Ah, but the finest lessons are the harshest made, madam. This knight is overjoyed that you would thusly train him as your protege. Reader, spare me, please. You somehow managed to steer the subject back to military tactics. This knight is most impressed with your familiarity with the finer points of being sliced to ribbons by the high-wing remnants, Master Reader. Sir Gilman and Jordariel continue the conversation for some time. You sense they are in relatively good spirits, all things considered. Nice. I don't gain anything for that? Cool. Let's read 3 pages. The Greater Titans. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the waters so that he could see them plain, the burning essence of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest. For the downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together we achieved great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the Greater Titans, which once darkened this dark land, but in our kinship was our strength to conquer them. It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan's stars never stain the sky during your time. Well, they are limbless. If this one is to be honest, he nary expected his high-minded friend Lou Sclorian ever to raise arms, and yet 'twas Sclorian alone who toppled the root Titan, which befouled the serenity of waking wood. Sclorian, who brought to bear the might of his entire family of willful saps, contained within his ancient gnarled staff. Soon did the poisoned soil of limbless Arzak begin to dissipate. The root Titan cried out a deafening last cry and withered to a speck. Arzak yet lives, a husk, a single foul seed, still rotting where once something mighty stood. Sclorian, in his mercy, deigned that the surrounding wood ought to grow bold and strong, by casting off the influence of Arzak, not by forgetting him. Neat. Alright, new triumvirate to read about, the Chastity. Those bearing the name the Chastity all count themselves disciples of Luz Galorian. The 100 Minds, known firstly for his wisdom, but also cherished for his modesty, integrity, and kinship. So I guess that's just the fucking theme here. Chastity. It's like, modesty, integrity, kinship. Current leader? Ugh. Alright, well, what about the worm guy? You know what? He was all about bravery, while their leader's a coward. Fuck. Scolarian's priority in forming his triumvirate was to instill in all his subjects a deep-seated deference and respect for the rules governing the liberation cycle. Didn't they have a fucking cheater? The cycle of the rites needs to be respected to be understood, and needs to be understood to be respected. Thus the Chastity are emissaries of the cycle. Should they earn back their liberty, then they shall spread enlightenment itself, and all of us shall grow. And, damn it. And their current leader cheats! He cheats! You observe them how he... Small for a child. It doesn't usually pop up like that, right? Weird. Alright, well, anyway. Continue your journey. My knee is itchy. Take off. Whatever we can run into. I don't see anybody yet. Anyone over here? Mer Pass, downriver. Anything neat? No. I thought I heard a sparkly. I don't see a sparkly though. Alright. Goddamn Serpent Queen, motherfucking. Alright, Emperor's Fall. Emperor's Ascent. You said Sir Gilman shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Useful. You said Tizo shall gain favor from the scribes. Sir Gilman is a priority in my team. Not that I don't love Tizo. You make landing on the sacred Mount Oladil, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Volfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to the Fall of Solom by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. Yeah, hopefully. Seek the Hyperscribe's favor. And the Beyonder Crystal seeks Sir Gilman. Okay. Yes, please. You called for me, lovely reader? What's in your mind? My best friend in all the world. Come to visit me again. Does it make you uncomfortable, perhaps, that I shall call you thus? Perhaps you think you do not know me very well, but I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come to visit me like this. You're not the only one who can sense things in others, you know. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so, especially if one wants to pry a little. You understand, for it gets rather boring here. I know all about you, a common wanderer who vowed to help her friends but be free again, only to end up spending all of her time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. Oh, I know about your loves, or lack thereof, about your favorite pastimes, certain habits you may be somewhat loath to admit. Fear not, of course, I use this special knowledge only in means to entertain myself. I think, and if you don't like it, why, just keep your distance, like so many of your predecessors. As for the Beyonders, they are wraiths to me, as I must seem to all those idiots with whom you consort. I cannot confide as easily in my own kind as I'm able to confide in you. But I suppose that I have said too much. Thank you, as ever, for the visit. You have given me a lot to think about, more than you know. She laughs again, softly. Scribe trial. I'm always prepared to cut your idiots and their egos down to size. Shall it be? Sir Gilman! I don't need the reward. I'm actually going to swap it out for this. Right now. That's going to be much more useful in the trial. Let's do it. We got Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has a chance? Perhaps you are correct, though I put little stock in him myself. No, let's bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears, in heed of the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perchance in trouble for something? Fucking Sir Gilman. I am going to be so sad when he gains his freedom. But also so happy for him. He fucking earned it. Oh boy. Apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her masks. Listen well, Worm. You answer to me here. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness? I like the sound of that. Though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me, then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. I trust you are prepared. Of course, Your Highness. This knight accepts this challenge. Okay, that's a batch of things. Radio. Bam! Kind of accidentally took out the demon, if I'm being honest. Didn't do that one accidentally. Ow! That's not good. 2, 1. Oh, crap. Alright. Yup. I need to get some energy up as they... Whoop! Never mind. Ooh! I almost got jumped on by a demon. I gotta get 2... What? No! I clicked off the screen. I'm gonna die. Bye, demon. Fuck me, the damn tree, again. Only saving grace is the tree is not quick. Uh-oh. But I am... Whoop! Very speedy. And there's victory. The Honor Seeker. I'm sure that's 200 damage with just Sir Gilman. Just Sir Gilman. Sorry. I inhaled some water. Huzzah! This knight prevails! I have no choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient. You passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Farewell. Yeah! I love Sir Gilman. He's pretty great. I can still feel the water in my throat. I don't like it. Master Reader, this knight was humbled after having passed this sorceress's test. Oh, but the scales of the Thunder King, what is that you have? Or is the scale? Sir Gilman jumps further than usual. Ooh, yes. I wish I could do more than one item. I really do. Between the two of these, I'd rather have that, if I'm being honest. Again, stop doing that. Alright. Let's do this. We're close to the end of the episode. We're really not doing it right, but hey. Later that day, you accompany Sir Gilman into the old masonry of Emperor's Ascent, where a monument to Tristia Tithys awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Sir Gilman's inner thoughts as clear as if he were speaking aloud. Have this knight's glory days gone by? He often wonders. Perhaps you know the answer to that. Please, do not spoil it for him. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Tristia Tethys has shown you favor. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. It's been a while. And plus 2 quickness to... God damn, Gilman. God damn. I'm pretty sure we're done studying private, aren't we? No, because it'll disappear when it's done. You remain intent on further study of the Book of Rites and find a place for reader influence. Great. Yeah, Glory, which was just meh. That's right, that's what it was. The book seems to push back against you. Your sense of its hidden meaning crumbles under layers of contradiction, of missing details, and yet you feel a thorough knowledge of it now. It is more artifact than book. Its power almost solely rests with the reader, who makes time to form a certain meaning from the many passages unwritten. Yet the glimpse of knowledge you approach just then called back to you to stop and go no further, not to press too forcefully against the outer limits of your understanding. Nevertheless, for what you recognize shall be the final time, inspiration comes to you, in a flash, whether from the book or from within. Even now you cannot tell. Bam! Righteousness. Glory. Bam. You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks at you with his strange eyes, a color not unlike the bindings of the book, and he smiles at you faintly. The moment passes, and he turns to go about his business. He leaves you there. You realize you are clutching the Book of Rites to your chest. You manage to pull it away. There's a chat to be had. And that chat will be had in the next episode. I'm pretty sure we're at the end now, if I'm counting time properly. So that's the end of this episode. In the next episode, we're going to have a chat in the car with who knows, and then we're going to go do a rite against basically the devil worshippers. That's really what it comes down to. But that is for the next episode. For now, you have yourselves a wonderful night.